All right, hello, hello everybody. I am Conquering History Games, and welcome back to live stream number 420 here on Panzermadels, the tank girl dating visual novel that everybody loves. CHG, my favorite ping tuber. Yeah, but I don't have my face cam on today. I think where we had left off is we were just about to go on a date with Panzer IV 20. Yeah, we had called her late at night, and then she ran over, and we ended up wanting to do something. You know what I just noticed? That her hairpin, it has the little bunny ears there too. That's cute. They really will make anime girls of anything. Indeed. Indeed. And they've been doing it for decades. If you play the Moe Order and when the Iraq like multi-sided civil war breaks out, where Saddam Hussein is one of the characters, the image that they use of anime girl Saddam Hussein, that's from, I want to say, like 1990, 1989, from a Japanese newspaper where they animeified, for lack of a better word, Saddam Hussein. But yeah, so it's been going on for a pretty long time, the moification process, you could say. Anyway, let's just jump right into it, shall we? So, Kunbawa Erwin, are you ready for a date? Absolutely. Sorry, I'm still half asleep. Come on, man, you should be up right now, know what I'm saying? Foo, foo, foo. The Blitzkrieg awaits for no man, Owen. She grabs your hand and drags you out the door. Am I even dressed? I guess I wasn't in bed. I'm just tired. You step outside and begin walking towards the commercial district. After a few minutes of walking, a heavy rain begins to fall. Excuse me. Ah, rain. This brings me back. Off Kreta, by storm und by Regen. Spend a lot of time in the rain? Let's see. You see, it says, I get to watch the CHG stream before I have to go ship out for 1 a.m. What a treat. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeti, 1 a.m. shipping out. Well, I guess at least there won't be traffic on the way to the pier, huh? Of course. A tank can withstand anything. Sadly, I'm not a tank. That's why I brought this. She giggles as she passes you an umbrella. You open the umbrella and use it to block the rain. After a moment, you notice the umbrella is covered in kawaii anime art. This is so embarrassing. I'm just imagining one of those, you know, like the black and white like hentai jackets where all the girls are doing the ahegao faces and whatnot. Yeah, what I'm talking about, like they make hoodies of them. I think there's been face masks made of them. They went really mainstream for a while there. Anyway, so this is so embarrassing. Ooh, Erwin, look, we're here. You come upon the door of the Café El Ahmed and step inside. So wasn't this supposed to be French or something, right? Are we invading France right now? Once in, you can see the whole place is decorated in kitschy French furnishings. Kunbawa maids! Panzer IV shouts. Further into the restaurants, you notice two girls dressed in French maid outfits whispering. Well, that is the first time I've seen a girl come in, the first one says. Yeah, and who's that ugly sap following her? Ugly? Well, oi, what? You're on a date with me. Don't call me ugly. It makes you look bad. That's not boosting my confidence here, Panzer, she giggles. Neither is that laugh. Well, come on, Gaijin Owen-kun. Let's get a seat. Oh, like you're not a Gaijin. Jeez. You sit down at a booth together. Oh my god, this place is so sugoi. Well, that's what your friends said. You laugh politely. My friends say lots of things that aren't true, though. Oh, like? Well, one time someone said the German army lost World War One. Can you believe that? This is a Kaiserreich joke, right? Yeah, because like, can you imagine a world where Germany lost World War One? Can you believe that? But it was those verdammt Bolsheviks! Oh, shit. Okay, so she's saying the Bolsheviks lost the war. Okay, so we're not in the Kaiserreich world. German. Okay, German army did not lose World War One. We need you guys to vote on it. Myth, meaning they did lose. Agree with her. Test the community tab. Let's actually go ahead and just make a save file here. Yeah, so just in case. So while we're working on that, cool news today. A moment I'll remember the day it happened forever because it's 420. I finally finished James Joyce's Ulysses. Happened later this month than I thought it would because I got sick. So I lost a week there. But I finished it. And a lot of excuse me. I have lots of good things to say about the book. It's absolutely a book I'll be rereading at some point in my life. There's certainly chapters of it, individual chapters that I know I'll go back to again and again for nothing else than like the hilarity of it. It's a very, very funny book. But I just want to say, having, you know, after this qualifications, that I did think this was a good book. I'd even say maybe this is one of my favorite classics of all time now. I think it's, you know, it's over 100 years old. I think it's old enough to now be called a classic. The last chapter was absolutely staggering to me. So for the just as a queef, did I say queef? Oh my god! Ulysses is making my mind dirty with all its obscenities. Talking about Ulysses by James Joyce, but for those of you who don't know the context, basically Ulysses is a book that mostly is from the point of view of two different characters. These two men, and one of them's name is Leopold Bloom, and he spends the day out of the house because he's like going to work and then doing other things, while his wife stays home. And at the end of the book, he comes home, gets into bed with her, you know, goes to sleep for the night. But then the last chapter, the only chapter of the book this happens, you get her point of view. And it's a stream of consciousness that goes for like, I think it's like 36 pages-ish in the edition I have. That's broken up only into like 8 sentences because there's a paragraph break. And like the guidebook that I was using, because you really need a guidebook to read Ulysses. Come on, somebody, at least one person hasn't voted. It was really hyping up, and like I'd also heard from other stories like, oh, when you get to the Penelope section, it's just this amazing climax to the entire book, because it is the last chapter of the book. It's like, oh, everything's going to be revealed. Oh my gosh, it's all going to become so clear. You're going to realize how complicated Molly is. And the whole time you've been like learning about Molly, it's like this bitch is just cheating on her husband. She's carrying on an affair behind his back. Like, what is so complicated about her? And then you read her chapter, and there's a lot of complexities in here. All these complexities combining to make her one of the most evil. I need somebody to break the tie. Make another account. Somebody, it's 50-50 on the vote right now. Somebody make another account. Somebody, you know, do something. Break the tie. Go into a Discord. Say somebody get in here. But yeah, just like I'd have to break out the thesaurus to describe Molly in this last chapter. Just this bitter, hateful, petty, heinous, evil, wicked, awful woman. Like, I'd really need to get a thesaurus. I'd have to learn some more words to describe her. Just the worst fucking woman you've ever met. Just the worst woman you've ever met in literature. Like, I was texting some in real life friends of mine about it, and I was telling them the only reason she's not the worst woman I've ever read about in a book is because, like, Queen Jezebel from the Bible, like, you know, killed people, and Molly has not killed anybody. But like, just so, like, the adultery really just ends up scratching the surface of this awful woman. And the thing was, it was astoundingly well written. I don't want to say like she was badly written. It was well written. What an awful bitch she was. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do to try to break this tie, since nobody's breaking the tie. I'm gonna do little advertisements for my channel. I'm gonna go drop this in some random Discord. I need to find here we go. Hold on a second. You talking about Margaret Thatcher? No, I'm talking about Molly from the book Ulysses. And you know what? Here, while we hold on, let me drop this in a Discord somewhere, so somebody will jump in. Where's the Moe order one? Yeah. Oh, dang it, there's nobody in this, okay, maybe I need to go to waifu board. There we go. Hopefully that's not bothering people too much in the Discord. Okay, finally, somebody broke the tie. Somebody broke the tie. So, we're gonna agree with her. Excuse me. So yeah, whatever is the the next poll, somebody remind me to read a little bit from Ulysses, just so we can see how horrible she is. Agreed. The German army was still in France when the war ended. Oh, the big eyes and the blushing. Ah, I'm glad you like history too, Erwin. You know what? I've met women like this. It really is like, you need to agree with their, obviously, you know, in my field, if you need to like agree with their version of things, then you could just, you could drown a baby in those panties, you know what I'm saying? So, oh look, a maid! A young Japanese girl dressed in one of the most anachronistic French-made uniforms you've ever seen approaches. Hello, welcome to... So if my French accent's bad, that's okay, because it's a Japanese girl doing it, so it's actually me being extra in character. Some women, don't you mean every woman? You know what, I actually saw a screenshot. It was from Reddit, so of course it was just fucking terrible. But the screenshot was, I guess, a woman was like giving advice on what to look for in, or like how to look for red flags in men, specifically by what kind of history they enjoyed. So they're like saying, you know, it's good to find a boyfriend that's into history. It means he's well read, he's probably very smart, you know, he's literate, which is happening less and less these days. But what kind of history is very dangerous. And I wish I could remember where because I saved the picture when I saw it. And so like there's a subreddit dedicated to women looking for history nerds. Sign me up. Oh, but then I have to go onto Reddit. But anyway, and she was saying, but you need to be very careful. It's like German history. That's a little dicey. Like, is he into the tribes? Is he into, you know, the Holy Roman Empire? Actually, you know what? It's probably all really dangerous. Like, Roman history, fucking run. But then, yeah, there was like just all these different history. If he says that he's really into female history, he's definitely trying to get in your pants. And so you need to like quiz him on that shit, because he's definitely lying. And then there was but here was the thing that made me mad. Well, it kind of all was like rather annoying, but there was this line at the end. She's like, you need to find yourself a man who reads Will and Ariel Durant, because they're and I love Will and Ariel Durant. I have 2 copies of their story of civilization, and I have their story of Will Durant's story of philosophy, and I have their lessons of history, and I have I pretty much have everything they ever read. But like, yeah, and whoever made this post on the Reddit is just going on and on about how like, yeah, get you a man who likes the Durants. Like, that's a good man. It's like, okay, first off, yes, you're correct about them, but secondly, I don't want some bitch like you to fucking think I'm good. Like, what's that line from Rick and Morty? Like, I've seen the GIF where it's like, your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer. Where it's like, uh-oh, maybe not a great person is saying I'm good. I might be doing something wrong. Anyway, aren't we supposed to be playing a video game or something? Welcome to Cafe in La Mer, the Masters. Please don't call me Master. Of course, Master. Oh, goodness. I actually did go to a maid cafe once in El Paso. It was, I don't know if it's still there. It was really far on the east side. It was very interesting. Yeah, went there on a date. It was actually her idea, funnily enough, just like this. And had a heck of a dessert. Got a real fucking good deal on this, like, because it was around Halloween and they were doing this sort of like ice cream in a coffin made of chocolate. It was so much. It was such a big dessert. A real good deal. I think it was only like $4 for just a ton of chocolate and ice cream. But yeah, and like, yeah, our waitress was a maid, and you know, and she also had like the vampire fangs on and a little bit of stuff to like kind of make her look. She was like a vampire maid, so it was like a hat on a hat, I guess. But it was interesting. Wish I could remember the name of the place, but like I said, it's way too far out of the way for me to go there. Plus, I think it anyway. What's on the menu? You're watching a video about a succubus girl bar in Japan and whole shit. Succubus girl? What, they're gonna fucking kill you? They're gonna take you out back and drain your blood? Let's see here. Right now we have coffee, tea, or the daily special for our very best customers. Ooh, what's the special? Now, me doing this German accent and talking about restaurants, I kind of want to go to this one German place I like. But, pinch my pennies these days. Well, the ultimate kimochi made special extra. We'll get coffee. Erwin, that's sudden cut in tone, which I just gave him. That's the tone of somebody who goes like, that shit sounds expensive, we're cutting it off. Maid cafes, they're real. There was at least one, but yes, it is my understanding that they're real. And they can be a pretty unpleasant experience for the employees, like most, you know, customer service jobs. Like, one of my favorite bands actually is this group called Band Maid, like it's spelled M-A-I-D. And the way they got started is the woman who's one of the guitar players, and well, she was the one who founded the band. She used to work in a maid cafe, and like I've read this like translated interview once. She was just talking about how much she didn't like it. It was very embarrassing. It was like, if she felt it was very demeaning. But then she ended up forming this rock band. Really, they're kind of almost becoming a metal band, except they still do acoustic stuff. But anyway, this like heavy rock, high energy band. But their gimmick was that they would all dress as maids. And she kind of talked about it. It was like how she was like reclaiming it, and like now, like she'll call the customers like masters and princesses, which is I guess what she had to call her customers when she worked at the cafe. But now it's like a fun thing. So I remember I was reading that article. I thought, oh, it's kind of like how the LGBT community took back the word queer. Like, you know, queer used to be a slur. Now you can say queer, nobody gives a shit. It's actually really empowering. You know, yeah, like, you know, there'll be queer prom, queer fest, queer bars. So that's how she felt about the Maids. But they're a great band, Maid. Can't wait to go see them this year. I cannot believe they're coming back to the plague-ridden country I live in. But their loss will be my gain. I'll get to see them live. The maid bows politely and leaves. Panzer IV is making a stink about cutting off the maid. You're no fun, she pouts. The first time I went to Starbucks, I looked at the menu, couldn't find coffee anywhere on it. Let's see, I'm trying to remember when was the last time I was at a Starbucks. I don't know, like literally maybe middle school or something. I think it was with my sister and I just got a hot chocolate. Because I don't drink coffee at all, anywhere, so much less am I going to go to Starbucks. My division commander told me that also. And my first girlfriend. And, well, damn. Oh shit, Irwin's no fun. Anyway, I was wondering what... Oh god, it's so loud! The phone buzzes loudly. Oh, what the hell is this? 1 second, Panzer. I'll figure out what's going on, you say as you answer your phone. You are greeted by the sound of a very angry gunnery sergeant. What the hell do you think you're doing, recruit? What? What do you mean, Sarge? I'm on a date. I'm not talking about your date. What the hell are you doing in my favorite restaurant? What the heck, Sarge? Recruit, I swear on the Virgin Mary's untouched date, I will skull fuck you until you shit brains if you ruin things up for me with the mates. Now get the hell out of my restaurant. You look around and see the sergeant and another booth giving you a 1,000-yard stare. Oh gosh. Oh man. What the fuck? He called me from the booth. Alright, let's do a new poll. Response to Sarge. Leave as ordered or stay on date with Panzer IV 20. So while you guys work on that, let me read you some of this horrid shit from the Molly chapter of Ulysses. So like she's there's so many, like I just literally opened to a random page on this chapter. You could open any page on this shit and you're gonna find her just saying some awful shit. So for example, there's a part here she's remembering when, cause Molly, she's from Spain, and the main character Bloom proposed to her there, but they moved to Dublin because that's where he lived, and so she didn't know the city, and he was taking her around, showing her the place, and he was he's showing her the statues, because there are a lot of statues around Dublin. There's probably more now than there were back then, but yeah, so he's giving her a tour. It's like, this is your new home, I want to show you the city. And she's just being so mocking about him. So she goes, I was a stranger to Dublin, what place was it, and so on, about the monuments, and he tired me out with statues, encouraging him, making him worse than he is. Who is in your mind now? Tell me, who are you thinking of? Who is it? Tell me his name. Oh, tell me who the German emperor is. Yes, that's very funny that I opened to that random page. Like, but yeah, just mocking her own fucking husband, who's trying to show her the city and is also interested in these things. Like, oh yes, tell me about the Kaiser, honey. I really fucking care. Yeah, all sorts of random shit like that. So I'm gonna go like, let me do another random page. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. All right. Okay, so like the page I turned it to, this is a little bit too complicated to read out loud, but like there's a part where she's talking about her only friend she's ever had who's a girl because she fucking hates women. And she's just talking about like her best friend Hester had a boyfriend, and she had thought about like she definitely could have slept with the boyfriend if she wanted to, but she was so nice and didn't do that to her friend. Yeah. Let's see here. It's how she gets annoyed when she hears about books that have the character named Molly. So it's like, yeah, I don't like books with a Molly in them. Like that one he bought me about the one from Flanders, meaning her husband, about our book. A whore, always shoplifting anything she could, cloth and stuff and yards of it. So it's like, yeah, she's like, I didn't like when there was a character that had the same name as me who was a deceitful person, you know, like me. All right, so I want to salute you all in your solidarity with a 100% stay on the date with Panzer voting ratio. You absolutely love to see it, folks. Yeah, fuck the Sarge. We are on this date with Panzer. You can go to hell. I'll do this bullshit on Monday morning. God damn it, Sarge! Can't I have at least one day off? Yeah, sorry that we're not gonna leave so you can fucking sexually harass the maids. Just this once, recruit. But if you so much as look at Maid Marie, I will... You hang up the phone. Doesn't he start you staring at him in another booth? What was that all about, Desu? Oh, Sarge was just being a little bit of a bitch again. Ooh, go Erwin. Oh, Erwin-sama, you're so kawaii. Oh gosh, she's so bubbly. It's Sama now? That's like senpai, right? You really don't speak much Japanese, do you? Baka! Just what I learned from subs. Like how Kikaku means nakama. God, you're an interesting one, aren't you? And would you have me any other way? Yeah, she's doing it for me, I will say. No, I don't think I would. Oh, that's cute. Okay, yeah, that was black for a little bit too long. I thought, is that the credits? What the hell? Can't say that was the best date I've ever been on, but it could have gone worse. Guess I'll see them at school on Monday. I'll hit the hay for now. Back in Fire Support 101. You sit at your desk eating lunch. You know, for how weird this place is, guy could get used to it. And hell, this bento thing isn't a half bad idea. Suddenly, Panzer IV bursts into the room. Owen! Why are you just sitting here alone for lunch? What? I'm just trying to eat. Owen, you should try to be more social, like me. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Well, what would you have me do? I just want to eat my lunch. Owen, it's Japan. Join the club. I'm fine, really. I don't do club. Don't be a spoil sport. Come on. She grabs you by the arm and begins marching you towards the door. Where are we going? The all club meeting, silly. It's Monday. Breslau bust. Panzer IV pulls you into the room behind her, and a variety of students are already sitting around, waiting for the meeting to start. Yeah, we're gonna join a social club. The National Social Club. But yeah, Breslau, by the way, is the, this is like a German word for a Polish city. Wrocław. It's that, I think it's like in the Silesian area. Sorry I'm late, everyone. This here's Owen. He's joining a club today. Wait, no, Suddenly a taller girl grabs you from behind. Is it Tiger? Okay, I don't know her voice yet. So, you're the Erwin Panzer IV is always talking about. Well, you turn around. You pry her off your shoulders and turn around to face her. Oh, who's this? Another blonde. Is she gonna be German also? I know the Germans have a lot of tanks. Come on. Yeah, look, Panzer IV. He's blushing. Cut it out, mouse. Oh, the mouse tank. The big one. the most perfect of all tanks. One of the better moments in what do you call it? Girls und Panzer when they fight the mouse. Pretty epic moment. So for those of you who don't know, the mouse, also known as the Panzerkampfwagen 8 mouse, was a super heavy tank, you know, meme tank. I think it is still considered I guess it kind of depends on how you count these things, but it's like the heaviest, biggest tank ever built ever. Like, it was almost 200 metric tons. Never actually was used in war. I think they just made it like a couple of prototypes, and they like were, you know, completely irrelevant. Oh, like the use of the mouse emojis, that's cute. But like, it was just slow as crap. You couldn't take it over bridges, and like allegedly you were supposed to like be able to forward with it or stuff, but it just was a completely impractical piece of equipment. Heaviest tank to ever move under its own power. Right. Yeah, if you're not counting like stuff you put on rails. I think it also didn't have a machine gun. It only had a turret. So you gotta maybe say, wasn't that just artillery at that point? You just like really, really heavy artillery. Anyway, so we're gonna go cut it out, mouse. With I don't know what voice to give her. Gosh, so many Germans running around. Like, is the little Panzer IV shy? Maybe something like that. No, it's... You both know I'm right here. There's a... Erwin, I didn't know you were joining a club. I'm not! There's teeth, there you go. Woohoo! Erwin's joining a club! Come on! Tankery! Minnesota... The Char B1. I actually do not know that one. Char B1. Which one's the Char B1? Oh, the French tank. Losers. Okay. So according to the Tank Encyclopedia website, the Char B1. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen this tank. I guess I just didn't know it by name. I'd love Mouse to let me take her for a ride. Yeah. Most famous and popular French tank, notable design, thick armor, anti-tank. Most potent vehicle of the French Army of 1940. Well, whatever the fuck that means, right? Yeah. Low praise. It's like Disco's greatest hits. Anyway, we don't have a tankery team anymore, Shaman. Or did you forget? We're blacklisted. Oh, come on, Frenchie. Nobody said I had to stay on the aircraft carrier. That's not the point. Was this Type 3 Chinook? Now, I think this is the Japanese tank. Let me verify that. For somebody who plays so many World War II games, I actually never got super into all the weapons like a lot of other people. Because yeah, everyone goes through their World War II phase. Yeah, so this is yeah, on the left here. Nice, she's got glasses. That's cool. So yeah, that's the Japanese medium tank. Yeah. All right. So everyone pipe down. We have business to discuss. The tanks all reply, "Aye, Vice President," and take their place around the room, grouping up by club. Alright, now that everyone is here, let's get this thing started. As I'm sure you all know, this weekend is our school-wide hot springs trip. Hot springs! Girls in bikinis! Or maybe, aren't you actually supposed to bathe nude in hot springs? Since I know y'all are gonna say CHG's thirsty, you're right, let me go get some water. Be right back. Excuse me. Alright, we're back. As you all know, this weekend's our school-wide hot springs trip. Unfortunately, though, with the damage caused by an errant heavy HE shell to classroom 3B by Sherman, our class treasury is 300,000 yen in the red. You're telling me those repairs cost almost $3,000? You want to talk? Oh wait, this is a German accent. Guilty or Stalingrad, Volgograd, St. Petersburg. I'd like warm up into the accent. You're one to talk, Sherman. Maybe try watching where you shoot sometime. Hey, it's not my fault the ammo's faulty. Maybe if your commie buddy China could get their quality control in check. Don't try and turn this around on me, Sherman. 3,000 yen. No, it was 300,000 yen. 300,000. But come on, the both of you. The VP is trying to talk. As I was saying, I'm really sorry, but the trip will have to be cancelled. What? No girls in bikinis? Quoi? Cancelled? That's not fair, ma chérie! Look, this wasn't up to me. Hey, I wanted to go on the trip. Gentlemen! Ladies, I have an idea! Everyone falls silent. I have an idea? Go ahead, she coughs. Well, what if all the clubs did something to raise the money before this weekend? Like, you gotta do it in a week? That just might work. Oh my gosh, just classic, only one in the room who's like, guys, if we don't have money, what if we raise money? Like, whoa, you might be onto something. I'd have to get the president's approval, but yeah, this could save the trip. What sort of thing could raise $3,000 in 1 week? Wet t-shirt contest in the chat. Yeah, I never thought that far ahead. It doesn't have to be one thing. Each club just needs to raise their part. Let me think. I'll ask the president to let the student council do a donation drive. School newspaper, why don't you make some special print run? Da, Pravda can do that. The newspaper club agrees before exiting. So, T34 is running this Pravda school newspaper. Terrific. Light music club. You all can hold a concert. Who's in charge of that? Oh, another one. The Polish 7TP. Goodness, so gosh, we got a whole cast of characters going on here. No more blondes. Yeah. I don't know how to do a Polish accent, so fuck it. Hi! We'll make you proud, VP Senpai! The light music club all echoes before leaving the room. I think that would be called K-On, right? So, ooh, what can the occult studies club do? Oh god, there's like gonna be a club scene and there's gonna be a banner of the black sun hung on the wall. I don't know. Just no spooky stuff this time, please. They're literally the occult club. What do you want from them? Alright, come on team, let's go get the ritual guard. The German tanks all shuffle out of the room. Oh, all the Germans are the occult. Wait, I just said... someone go make sure they don't try to kill anything. Hey, you forgot the tankery team. I remembered to forget. Because it is my birthday, it is a new year. No, sorry. Because there's a song called Try to Remember, Forget. That's the words, right? No fair, we're helping too. Fine, just go make yourselves useful. On it, she shouts as the tankery team all runs out of the room. What do I do? Oh, Erwin. Erwin. I'm sorry. I almost forgot you were here. I'm the one who came up with the idea. Thanks. Why don't you try and help out some of the clubs this week? I'm sure they could use it. Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do. Guys, something has just come up. I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. Very sorry. I'll upload an episode of some Equestria War later today. I'm sorry. This is just kind of like a little bit of an urgent matter. Thank you very much for joining me on Conquering History Games. Keep an eye out for, like I said, some Equestria War later today. I've also got Autobots roll out. Yeah, I've got something really exciting, something that I used to do on the channel before that I stopped doing. I'm hoping to bring that back this weekend. No, it's nothing bad. Nobody's gonna die. Nobody's hurt. It's just one of those things where it's like, shit, I gotta take care of this right now. Don't worry too much about it. But yeah, I don't want to say what it is, but I'm very excited about it, and hopefully Friday we're gonna see that happening. So anyway, you all have a pleasant night. But don't worry, nothing urgent. No, I want no anxiety. It's just one of those things like, I gotta do this right now. Okay, so good night.